Good afternoon and welcome again to a live edition of SammyVision with your host Sam Shalia as we're coming to you for Game 2 of the Buckeye Cup State Club Hockey Tournament here at Lewis Center, the Chiller North, as your Westerville Warcats varsity hockey team takes on the North Royalton Bears. These two teams have met one time previously in the tournament this season. North Royalton coming out the victors 2-1 in that affair that was in mid-October. The Warcats coming off a Game 1 loss in this tournament to the Hilliard Wildcats last night, 7-1. Looking to get their first victory in the state tournament here, perhaps today against North Royalton. It's a doubleheader today. The Warcats playing this North Royalton Bears team. And then later tonight, the final game of pool play and perhaps the final game of the Warcats season against a familiar foe, the Miami Junior Redhawks. And that will be coming to you also, hopefully live here on SammyVision from Chiller North. Only tonight will be on Rink Sheet 1. And so a little more spacious for the guests that are going to be at the arena. But I thank you all for watching at home, those of you that couldn't make it to the rink, and supporting SammyVision over the course of these many years. Of course, it's kind of bittersweet. The Warcat season coming towards an end, and the SammyVision broadcast era also coming towards an end. We've been doing SammyVision for almost a full decade, and the broadcast today very well will be among the last that we do here for at least Warcats varsity hockey. The Warcats enter this game 13-29-7. So game number 50 coming up here for the Warcats. Yesterday, getting a goal from Caleb Bussey. An assist to David Reisinger. That was the only tally for the Warcats in a 7-1 defeat to Hilliard. The Warcats had Will Carone in goal, and we'll most likely see Will Carone in goal both games today. He is backed up by Andrew Ploss, who played the majority of his time, all of his time, at the JV level, being called up to back up Will Carone during this Buckeye Cup varsity tournament. Warm-ups coming towards their conclusion here. I believe we'll have the national anthem played, and then we'll get ready for the Westerville Warcats versus the North Royalton Bears. Most of the Warcats gathering at the bench in front of Coach Jordan DeJondo. His third year and final year being the varsity head coach. With him, Caleb Kramer and Tyler Murphy. Warcats wearing their red uniforms, black helmet, black pants, the yellow, black, and white trim. Warcats will be skating right to left to start this first period. 17-minute periods with a short intermission between the second and third period as they resurface the ice. And so the Warcats getting ready to start. No national anthem to start this game, just getting ready to go. And the coach is changing things up a little bit, sending out to start the game the line of Colin Fury, Cullen Hassel, and Josh Tidd. So changing the lines up, not just who they're starting out there, but also putting Hassel on this line. The majority of yesterday's game, it was Hassel, Shalia, and Collins. So we're getting ready to get started here. Game 2 Buckeye Cup. The game is underway. North Royalton winning the faceoff and bringing the puck into the Warcats zone. Andrew Reisinger, the senior captain for the Warcats, out on defense with Alex Snyder, also the senior. Reisinger still with that puck below his goal line. Sends it up on the right wing, then fed ahead to looked like Colin Fury, now brought in by Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger with an attempted shot. It's blocked. He gets it back. Reisinger in deep in that corner, doing a lot of the offensive work himself from his defensive position. Then he goes down behind the net of North Royalton. He stays down there, gets the puck back, comes right back to him, looking to feed something out in front around the boards. He sends it over to Cullen Hassel, who's not able to keep the puck in. And so the whistle is blown on the offsides. And so good start by Andrew Reisinger. And so the second line now is going to see Shalia, David Reisinger, and Cedric Collins. Ian Shealy and Owen Hood on defense. This was a good pairing. Good for Reisinger! Second Shalia! Like the lamp! And just like that, the Warcats take a 1-0 lead. And a good start for the Warcats. Shalia going top shelf and getting the goal. 1-0 Warcats over North Royalton. Owen Hood trying to feed that puck across. It comes to David Reisinger now on the left side. He takes a shot nowhere near the net. But again, that's how he got an assist yesterday. Shot it from distance, missed the net, and was put home by Caleb Bussey. Along the side, half wall, that puck fed out by Shalia. Now Shealy sent it down low, picked up by Collins. Collins below the goal line, checked off the puck. North Royalton comes up with it. The Bears send it the length of the ice. This might go right on goal, so no icing as Will Carone covers up for the faceoff. Just a minute, 25 seconds into the first period of this game. The Warcats, just like yesterday, got on the board first. And then after a couple penalty calls towards the end of the first period, it was pretty much all Hilliard from that point on. See if the Warcats have learned something from that game yesterday. It's Hinton, Hassel, and Bussey, the forwards out there. And on defense, we're looking at Chase Nixon and Bryce Wickheiser. Hassel bringing that puck up with speed and is actually absolutely smashed right in front of the North Royalton bench area. The puck comes back. And actually, that was Chase Nixon, not Hassel, that I believe took that hit. In the corner, North Royalton player leaves the puck, gains it back, sends it to the near side. Near side corner, checked off the puck. Is that North Royalton player number 47? They have a couple diminutive players on this North Royalton team, but as I recall playing them earlier in the year, they are scrappy, as you would have to be playing at this varsity level. Puck stolen there by Colin Fury and then immediately played off his stick. North Royalton sends it into the Warcat zone. Picked up there by Reisinger, now over to Nixon. Nixon up to Fury. Fury avoids one person at the red line, but not the second. The young lady here from North Royalton shoots it from distance. Save made by Will Throne as he paddles that up into the netting and out of play. Sean Hunt coming out now to join Colin Fury and Josh Tidd. The Warcats getting Andrew Reisinger and Alex Snyder back out there at the blue line. Got around the boards. Josh Tidd, a little bit of a hesitation to get to it, so he was tied up immediately trying to feed that puck out. Now Sean Hunt has it played off of his stick, and he's sent down towards the boards. North Royalton picks that puck up, trying to feed it out in front. Chopping at it are the Bears, but nothing goes. The Warcats, some dangerous moments there. The puck bouncing around in their crease area. Hunt picks the pass off and tries to bring it in. The delayed offsides, the Warcats touch back up. Now Hunt over to that puck, trying to send it into North Royalton's zone. The Warcats making some changes and actually icing the puck here, which will allow the Warcats to finish their line change. Shalia Collins and I believe David Reisinger, again, those three were together for the goal and staying together now here with Sheely and Owen Hood on defense. 13:39 remaining first period. The Warcats up 1-0. Sheely is stepping in to take the face-off. Puck is down. Warcats win it. Shot by Collins off the face-off. Save made by the goaltender. Far side. Now North Royalton able to avoid David Reisinger and get it out of the zone. Back checking is Shalia, and he rides his player off the puck. Comes free to Sheely behind his own net. Sheely trying to get it to the corner. North Royalton sends it to the far side. Owen Hood back there trying to do some work. Sheely gets a loose puck, now sends it around the boards again. Nobody there but white jerseys for North Royalton. Now the puck pops up in the air and is sent out of the zone by David Reisinger. Picked up there by Shalia over to Collins. Good outlet pass to Collins on the left side. Collins trying to gauge what the defense is going to give him, seeing if he can use his speed. Collins now fighting off two North Royalton players, but North Royalton comes away with the puck and sends it back down the ice. Owen Hood chasing it. Owen Hood pulls up in the corner and tries to get it up to, looks like maybe Caleb Bussey on that far side. Puck that down low. And now Collins with it. Collins smashed into the boards. Hassel in to help. Sheely with the puck. Cross-ice feed. Bounces over Bussey's stick. Bussey getting chased, but North Royalton bringing it back into the Warcat zone. Far side now at the left point. A shot, and that's right on and save made by Will Throne. Kind of a tricky shot through traffic. Not a lot on it, but kind of a shot that stayed low on the ice, and Will Throne stuck with it. Sheely now trying to backhand it out of the zone. Hinton helps get it out the rest of the way. Sheely being caught on a long change here. He's been out there for a while and may get a chance to jump off here now. And indeed he does in favor of Bryce Wickheiser. Chase Nixon with the puck. Chase Nixon below his own goal line, spins around and tries to feed up to Hinton. Taken away by the North Royalton Bears. And if you can see on the camera, the forwards for the Warcats standing around, and that's what makes it hard to get an outlet pass or to get a breakout out of the zone. You need to move around a little bit and present themselves as an option to get that puck passed out of the zone. North Royalton sending it back into the Warcat zone. Now D-to-D pass Andrew Reisinger with it. Reisinger bringing it up on the right side. Reisinger with speed, avoiding a check, gets it in deep, and then follows it up. Reisinger still with it. Reisinger now back up towards the blue line. Leaves it there for Wickheiser. Wickheiser tries to go around one of the North Royalton players. We don't see Wickheiser do that too often. And I like the attempt at what he was trying to do there, but it didn't work out. Shalia now drop passing it there for David Reisinger. Reisinger getting it up to the blue line, and now chipped out. Picked up there by North Royalton. Here's a shot save made by Will Crone. Rebound attempt is steered to the side. Shalia up the Hunt. Hunt, a soft pass. Could have been really dangerous there. Trying to feed it to David Reisinger. That puck comes in low from the corner, right out in front. Nicholas Crone got that puck from in front of the goaltender and then just sent it up the middle of the ice. The puck has got to be cleared to the sides or to the corner. It was a giveaway in his own zone. Fighting to get to it, Alex Snyder. He's trying to get it up the side there. It looks maybe to Josh Tidd. Collins trying to dig at that puck, but it's North Royalton who comes up with it. Trying to feed it to the point or to the slot area. And we're going to have the puck go in the net, but it was a delayed penalty. And so Will Caron was on his way out of the net to the bench. So the net was completely wide open. North Royalton sent it into the net. No goal, which is the proper call. As the penalty being assessed. Now to number 47 of North Royalton. You don't see that too often. And, of course, the goalie's got to make sure 100% that call is going to be made before he vacates the net. Caron saw the referee's arm go up. He was getting the call from the bench. He left the net, and the puck went in behind him. Regardless of that, it was waved off. Now the power play for the Warcats is going to see Shalia, Hassel, and Collins reunited. Andrew Reisinger with the puck behind his net. Feeds it over to Hassel. Hassel has it bounce off the stick. He sends it back to Reisinger. And now the Warcats trying to get set up out of their own zone. Now Hassel with speed. Over on the right side. Nifty pass. Gets it back. Hassel shot. Save made. And the goaltender hangs on to the face-off. Little give and go action. Good job by the Warcats to get a shot on goal and a face-off now down in North Royalton zone. 9 minutes remaining of the first period. Warcats leading this 1-0 and on the power play. Shalia steps in to take the face-off. Puck's down. North Royalton wins it. Gets it to the point. Kept in by Andrew Reisinger. Slides it down the half wall to Hassel. Back to Reisinger. Reisinger now skates it to the top of the point. Reisinger with the shot. Save made. He saw an opening through traffic and put it right on goal. Now trying to get back is Reisinger, and he does. Beats the North Royalton player back to it and then feeds it into the corner. The North Royalton player absolutely smashed down to the ice by Cullen Hassel, but it's the Bears who still have the puck down in the Warcat zone. Now Collins able to feed it up to Shalia. Shalia sliding it over to Collins. Shot! Save made. What a great pass by Shalia. Collins not able to finish it right in front of the goaltender. And Collins, disgusted with himself, he normally puts that home. The leading goal scorer for the Warcats had a golden opportunity. And the faceoff now comes down into the Warcat zone after that clearing attempt by the Bears was held on to by Will Caron. David Reisinger out there with Reed Hinton and Colin Fury. There's a shot save made by Will Caron. David Reisinger circling behind his own net. Gets it up to Bussy. And now it's sent back down into the Warcat zone. Trying to reset the power play lineup here. It's Bussy, Hinton, and David Reisinger with Sheely and Hood. And Bussy running right into a North Royalton player, loses the puck. Now Hood picks it up. Hood, cross on speed, stolen by a Bears player, breakaway, short-handed, shot, goal, scored. Unbelievable, terrible giveaways in their own zone. And a short-handed goal given up by the Warcats. Absolutely inexcusable. And you can see it happening. They're giving away the puck 2 or 3 times on that power play, trying to bring it up the ice. And finally, North Royalton made them pay. Shalia, Hassel, and Collins back on the ice. Finish off the remainder of this power play. Now both teams skating at full strength. Hassel leaves it there for Snyder. Snyder gives it back to Hassel. Hassel sends it in around the boards. Collins trying to dig it off the near side boards. The Bears able to bring it out, and if they hurry, may have numbers again coming the other way. Offsides, though. Offsides actually by quite a few feet by North Royalton at the Warcats blue line. And so the whistle is sounded. 7:05, we have a tie, 1-1 game. Special teams have really not done the Warcats any favors whatsoever. Shalia stepping in to take the face off. Gets most of it. Comes back to Snyder. Over to Reisinger. Face off win there by Shalia. Reisinger trying to feed it up to Collins. Collins sends it back in behind the goal line where Reisinger has to retreat to get it. Good forecheck here by the Bears. Taken away now by Collins. And Collins has Hassel. Hassel with a full head of steam up the ice. Hassel on his backhand shot. Save made by the North Royalton goaltender. And actually a tricky little backhand. Doesn't have to have a lot on it, but it was shooting it against the grain a little bit there. And sliding across was the Bears goaltender to hang on. Chase Nixon at the point. Bussey trying to feed that puck in towards the blue paint area. The goaltender for North Royalton down on his backside. Referees lost sight of that puck and blew the whistle. So we have another offensive zone faceoff for the Warcats coming to that left offensive faceoff dot. Back to Nixon at the point. He sends it to the side of the net, steered aside by the goaltender for the Bears. Bussey spinning his man around into the corner. Puck comes up along that half wall and pops out of the zone. Back to Chase and his Wickheiser and Colin Fury. And North Royalton, again, very good on the forecheck, showing a lot of speed to get in there and cause problems for the Warcats defenders. And it's North Royalton with that good work coming up with the puck. There's a pitchfork shot that goes 10 feet over the net, off the glass. Cycled back in behind the net, Wickheiser too, but his pocket was picked immediately by that Bears player. Left there at the left point. Picked off now this time by Wickheiser, who again has his pocket picked, trying to skate the puck out of the zone. The referee finally sees the offsides. And gives the Warcats an extra second again. That pass almost picked off by Chase Nixon. And that would have resulted in perhaps an odd man rush as well. Ay, ay, ay. Hassel and Hinton now on the ice with David Rising there. Nixon and Wickheiser are still the defenders. There's a shot from the far half wall. Chase Nixon to the puck. Just sends it off the board. Stepped in there by North Royalton again. Nixon tries the other side around the boards, and it comes to the left point. Picked up there by the Bears. And it's going to be a penalty here on the Warcats. Exactly what they want, I'm sure. Cleared now from in front of the net by Hassel. We're going to have hooking on the Warcats. And not being able to get out of your zone, hey, let's say more often than not, it's going to result in penalties like that. David Reisinger being called for the hooking this time. And so the North Royalton Bears to the power play. Having already scored a shorthanded goal. Seeing if they can get a power play goal to go with it. Shalia, Collins, Hood, and Sheely on the ice. Penalty killing to start for the Warcats. The Bears curling around, trying to find some room. Sent to the point. Walking in and then hits off of Shalia's skate and then goes into the corner. Hood trying to dig that free. Whipping at it there with Sheely. Comes right on in front of the net and now cleared by Owen Hood down the ice. The Bears make kind of a awkward pass there. It goes back in the corner, and that allows the Warcats to change up. They have both Bussy and Cohen Hass out there. Big check there by Bussy. And now he heads off the ice. He looks like a little bit in discomfort. Alex Snyder back to retrieve that puck. Sends it back out of the zone immediately. 45 seconds. Shalia now with the puck. Shalia skating it back in his own zone. Spins around and sends it the length of the ice as Collins jumps on to forecheck. Behind their own goal, North Royalton trying to break it out now and set something up on the power play. Really haven't had anything going yet. They get it into the Warcat zone, drop pass, and then sent back out by Shalia again. Shalia, good job anticipating that drop pass, was right there to send it out of the zone. 15 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bears. Flipping that puck up through the neutral zone. Stepping up on it was Rising. He got enough of it to allow Collins to come in and dump it back down the ice. And both teams will be at full strength here right now. Alex Snyder with it, knowing that he's at full strength. Can't just send it down the ice. He's looking for an outlet pass. Skated it behind his net and then fell down. North Royalton with a shot at the side of the net. Save made there by Throne, now cleared to the point. Wind up shot blocked there by David Reisinger. And the puck played with a high stick. The faceoff is going to come all the way down into North Royalton's zone with 2:25 remaining in the first period. And the first period has been played pretty well by the Warcats, with the exception of the terrible turnovers in their own zone. And it only takes one of those, although it's been multiple, but it only really takes one to be what it is. And there's a save, unbelievable save made by Will Carone, as that Bears player used his blazing speed to get around the defense, spinning in on a breakaway, and he had Will Carone going the wrong direction, tried to reach back and push the puck behind him. Will Carone having none of it. Caleb Bussy steps in to take that face off. He's got Hassel and Hinton with him. It comes to Hassel. Hassel feeds it across the ice to Hinton. Hinton, good move to keep that puck on the stick and give it back to Hassel. Shot save made, hits the goaltender up in the mask. The goaltender hangs on. Now the Warcats changed their defense up, sending out Owen Hood and Ian Shealy. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the first period of a 1-1 game. Shalia getting the scoring started early in the first period, and then a shorthanded goal by North Royalton Bears tied the game up. North Royalton flips that puck out of the zone. Ian Shealy from his own end sends it cross ice, and they got to be careful. These cross ice passes, from our vantage point, look like they're being telegraphed and pretty easy to pick off by the Bears. And here's a save made by Tyrone again. He was sliding the opposite direction. That puck was starting to move, but able to stay with it. Shealy with it. He sends it up to Bussy, who then just slaps it out of the zone. Probably have icing here on the Warcats. Could have been tipped there at the blue line. Referee saying no. I have no problems with that. I think that was icing. Reisinger, Shalia, and Cowan's going to come out now with Andrew Reisinger and Alex Snyder defending. We'll see if they stay out there for an extended shift. There's 1:22 remaining in the first period. Puck sent below the goal line. Andrew Reisinger to it. Reisinger from the corner feeding Shalia. Centering feed. Shalia trying to leave it there for maybe looked like David Reisinger on that side of the ice. North Royalton able to chip it back in. Now off the boards to Reisinger. Reisinger leaving it there for Alex Snyder. Snyder then trying to dump it in. Doesn't go very deep. North Royalton able to get to it. And now trying to pass that through the neutral zone and catch the Warcats going the wrong way. But it's the Warcats picking off that pass. Andrew Reisinger with it. Now he's being ridden off the puck in behind the net. Shalia comes in to help out. Shalia cross-ice speed looking for Snyder, just out of the reach of Alex Snyder. That would have been a Pretty nifty pass there. Snyder sending it up in front of his own bench. Picked up there by David Reisinger. He tried to cross ice speed again. Picked off there by North Royalton, getting in those passing lanes. To the sideboards. Collins ships it up to Andrew Reisinger. 22 seconds remaining in the period. Reisinger from his knees gets it up to Shalia. Shalia dumping it in. And indeed, they're going to head off for a change here for the final 15 seconds of the period. Bussy in there to forecheck, trying to get it away from that North Royalton player. Loose puck below the goal line. North Royalton sends it up to the blue line, kept in there. Now kick that by Hinton. 3 seconds remaining. A backhand attempt. There's no turnaround shot. That would have counted. Bussy gets that shot on net. But a save made by North Royalton's goaltender keeps the game tied at 1. 8 shots on net for the Warcats. 10 shots for North Royalton. Shalia with the goal for the Warcats, and they're tied at 1 apiece. SammyVision coming to you live here on YouTube from Chiller North. Again, I appreciate everybody watching at home and all the positive feedback you've given me through the years. Just trying to bring you the best of Warcats hockey that I can bring you. So brief break here in between first and second period. Coaches barking orders at their players. We should get the whistle here to start the second period momentarily. And I think the Warcats gotta like their chances 5-on-5 in this game. Although they've been outshot and it's tight on the scoreboard, I'd say that a lot of the play did occur in North Royalton's zone. The referee blows the whistle to signal he's ready to start the second period. Players come away from the bench area and switch ends. Will Perone skating to his crease. Now the Warcats will be skating left or right on your SammyVision dials. Shalia Collins and David Reisinger going to come out with Alex Snyder and Andrew Reisinger to start the second period. Referee drops the puck. Shalia wins the faceoff. The Bears send it, though, into the Warcat zone. Back to get his Andrew Reisinger. Digs it away from the wall to David Reisinger, and then Shalia gets tied up immediately and trying to send it out of the zone. Delayed offside. North Royalton still offsides. Referee shouting instructions to the players. The players eventually going to tell them. Collins has it played off his stick, trying that toe drag move. And it did not work that time. Andrew Reisinger with the puck. Andrew Reisinger leaves it there for Shalia and out to Collins. Collins retreats back towards his own goal. Now cross-ice feed up to Alex Snyder. Snyder on the left side. Snyder brings it in over the line. Shot save made by the North Royalton goaltender. Not too dissimilar to how the Warcats scored their first goal. It was a shot from distance. Shalia going top shelf, beating the goaltender with a pretty wicked snapshot. Wrist shot, however you want to say that. Andrew Pollack out there now with Cullen Hassel and Caleb Bussy. Pollack's first action of the Buckeye Cup tournament, the senior number 22, getting a chance to experience some state tournament play. Around the boards it goes. North Royalton forechecking in to get it. Bussy and Hood being dug away from that wall as Hassel tried to get a piece of it. Hassel then blocks that shot and then blows the tires. But it was a great play by Hassel to get in front of that, anticipating where that was going. And if he was able to keep his feet, he may have had a chance to bring that puck down the ice. North Royalton from their own zone. Now, the puck comes away from that North Royalton player. He gets it back. Given a lot of spaces, this number 47 for North Royalton. He sends a shot on from distance. Tries to follow it up, but Will Crone hanging on. Sean Hunt, Josh Tidd, and Colin Fury, I believe, are the forwards. And it might be the first chance that Aiden Whaley's had this game to be on the ice on defense. So Aiden Whaley out there with Andrew Reisinger on defense. And Andrew Whaley trying to dig at the puck. Somebody loses their stick. And one of the North Royalton Bears trying to send it out of the zone was Hunt. It hit off a Bears skate, but did eventually get out of the zone. They send it right back in. Andrew Reisinger with it. Now behind his own net, spinning away from one player. Reisinger still with it. Now makes a move. Leaves it there for Fury. Fury up to Hunt on the left side. Good pass by Colin Fury. Hunt then tries to back in towards the middle of the ice. Nobody there. Whaley steps up on the play and keeps it in. Dangerous play there, but it worked out for Whaley. Had he missed that puck, it would have been breakaway city for North Royalton. It's in deep now. Whaley again stepped on the puck. Up on the puck. This time his position being filled back by Sean Hunt. Whaley chopping at it. North Royalton bounces it past Sean Hunt and out of the zone. Sean Hunt gets that puck on the right side. Hunt trying to feed it across. Picked off by North Royalton. They've done that quite a bit. Whaley behind his own net. Up to Hunt. Hunt to Shalia. Shalia over to Tidd. Tidd was heading off for a change. That pass was practically on the tape of his stick, but he was looking towards the bench calling for a change. A little bit unfortunate there for the Warcats. Shalia up to Collins. Collins had it temporarily taken away from him. Now Shalia trying to play that puck from his skates. Collins trying to get around the North Royalton player at the blue line, but not to be. That young lady, number 22, stayed with it and was able to keep it in the zone. North Royalton sends that puck in. Now to the side of the net. Save made there by Carone from a crazy angle. And we'll see what changes, if any, we have. And so we do. We have Bussey coming out now with Collins and Hinton, Sheely and Bryce Wickizer, the defenders. Around the boards it goes. Bryce Wickizer has a bounce off of him. Comes free now to Sheely in front of the net, who sends it out of the zone. North Royalton sends it right back in. Up on the right side, Collins from his skates. Then pokes it out of the zone, looking to get Bussey going on that right side. But North Royalton coming back into the Warcats zone. Shot save made there by Will Carone. As that shot was taken just over the blue line by the Bears player. Will Carone with a nice save. Face off now in the Warcat zone. Bussey leans in to take it. North Royalton wins it and spins away from Bussey at the blue line, or at that face-off dot. And the shot save made by Will Carone. Nifty little play by the center there for North Royalton, winning the face-off. Bussey over pursued it to get to it. He spun around and had a clear shot at Will Carone. Back into the Warcat zone. Bryce Wickizer with the puck. Wickizer up along the half wall, misses his mark to Cedric Collins. So comes back into the Warcat zone. The Warcats cannot seem to get anything working here. Even when they get it out of the zone, it's right to North Royalton, who sends it right back in and then forechecks it hard, which is really the mark of a good, hard-working hockey team. Collins with that puck from his own zone. He's going to do it himself now. Brings it up on the left side now. Reverses course to the right side. Tries to split the D's. Tripped. And the Warcats are going to go back on the power play. Good toe drag there by Collins. Made the defenseman bite. He stuck his leg out and tripped Cedric Collins. The Warcats going to go on the power play. Not necessarily what they want here based off of what we've seen on the power play already today. giving up a shorthanded goal on their earlier power play. This is the second power play now for the Warcats. North Royalton has had one, so it's been a fairly clean game. Shalia stepping in to take that face off. North Royalton sending it to the blue line. Snyder back down to David Reisinger. Reisinger getting it in deep there to Conley, or to Hassel. Over to Andrew Reisinger, who was set up on that far side, and then the stick was tied up. Now Snyder with the shot. Save made. Goes way up in the air, a bouncing puck. And we're going to have the puck played with the high stick. So the faceoff comes back down, or the faceoff stays down in North Royalton's zone. And the coach is going to use this chance to get Collins out on the ice. So Cedric Collins taking the place of David Reisinger. Shalia steps in. The face-off left there at the dot, dug free by the Warcats players. There's a shot by Hassel, save made as the goaltender juggled it a little bit. But even with the juggling, it stayed in his glove. So North Royalton making another change here. Face-off this time won by Shalia cleanly. Now it's back to Reisinger from the point. Feeds it down to Hassel. Hassel over to Shalia. Shalia not expecting that pass. It rolled off of his stick. Boy, he was in a prime position there. Left there by Andrew Reisinger. For Snyder to Collins. Collins to Hassel. Good pass. Hassel around his man. Hassel shot goes good. Colin Hassel. Assist to Cedric Collins and Alex Snyder. And it's a power play goal. Great move by Hassel. And let's face it, a really nice pass that Collins gave him. But then Hassel did the rest. He had one defender to beat, and he did. And made no mistake and buried it. The Warcats take the lead back 2-1. Bussy, David Reisinger, and Hassel, and Hinton out there. Sheely and Hood, your defenders. Sheely with the puck below his own goal line. Sheely skating it up a little bit, and then the puck rolls off his stick. Another turnover in their own zone. And I think the defenders are seeing what success that Andrew Reisinger has at carrying the puck, but not everybody has that same skill level and is able to do that. Now picked up there by David Reisinger. Up there, Caleb Bussy. Bussy from a long way shoots that puck in and then heads off the ice for a change. The puck flips way up in the air. Back to get his Owen Hood. Owen Hood with some time. Well, the Warcats do it. You can hear the fans of the Warcats also getting antsy. And what it is, they really wait a long time to make decisions. And by the time they're ready to make the decision, they got players all over them. In hockey, you don't have all kinds of time and space. It just doesn't last forever. The decisions have to come a little bit quicker. North Royalton dumps that puck in. The Warcats get it out of the zone. And now 2-on-1 for North Royalton. We're going to have a tripping call here. Full score. I got it.
Oh, I see it. Sit down.
Who was that? North Royalton ties the game up on a delayed offside, or on a delayed penalty call. And so the penalty will not be assessed. Collins picks up that puck. Collins around one man. Collins shot. Save made. Rebound. It's a backboard. Hamburger. The Warcats take the lead again. Cedric Collins doing the dirty work. The initial shot was saved, but Collins stayed with it and poked it in behind the goaltender. And the Warcats take the lead back 3-2 in what's been a pretty exciting second period. That face-off won by Shalia goes way up in the air, back into his own zone. Bryce Wickheiser around the boards, but picked up there by North Royalton. Out in front, to the point shot, save made. Rebound attempt. That's cleared in behind the goal line. That North Royalton player sent down to the ice by Bryce Wickheiser, who then picked up the loose puck and around the boards to Hassel. Over to Collins. Collins around one man. Now Collins trying to use his speed. Collins on the right side. Collins with the shot, save made. Way up in the air. Shalia trying to get up to get it. It was over his head. And North Royalton able to get it to the blue line. Second effort gets it out of the zone. Alex Snyder slew-footed at center ice. Right in front of the referee. Referee did not see it. It was accidental, but a slew foot nonetheless. Very dangerous, and Snyder was a little slow to get up after that. Reed Hinton cycles it back in behind his net. Warcats having a hard time getting it out of the zone. Rising trying to pass it to himself off the back of the net. Didn't quite work out the way he wanted. North Royalton still with that puck, trying to backhand something towards the net. Sent to the point. Shot goal scored! Warcats cannot get the puck out of their own zone. And North Royalton makes them pay. Wow. Just cycling that puck in behind their net and not being able to do anything with it. Unbelievable. Bussy getting up a little slow after that. And making his way to the bench. Did not see what happened to him. It was right near the blue line. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Shalia, Hinton, David Reisinger out there. Owen Hood and Ian Shealy. Now let's see how the Warcats try and get this out of the zone. Over to Shealy, kept in by the Bears. Pass comes to, and look at this, unbelievable. Save made by Will Ferrone. Really could have been another goal by North Royalton. I mean, just you watch it for yourself. You don't need the commentary to show you that they cannot get the puck cleanly out of their zone. Any kind of forecheck whatsoever is too much for the Warcats. And it's all four lines. Shalia winning that faceoff. Again, now back in behind the goal. Shealy feeds it over the corner. Only person there, a North Royalton player, who picks it off. Around the boards it comes to the point. Josh Tidd trying to deflect it out of zone. The Bears send it back in. It did pop out for a minute. The Bears had to get back on sides. And again, the Bears having to get back on sides, making a bunch of changes in front of their own bench. Shalia now skating it through center ice. Leaves it there for Shealy. Now to Reisinger. Reisinger feeding something towards the net. Didn't end up making its way all the way through. Now here the Bears come back the other way with speed. The Warcats make a push and then sit back as if the Bears are going to just let them dictate play in their own zone. I tell you, when the Bears, this North Royalton Bears team escapes the zone, they do it with speed and purpose. Cross-ice speed broken up there by David Reisinger. Shot right on, and Will Crone's going to hang on to this one. Warcats making some changes here. They're going to send out Hassel, Collins, and I think they're going to have Colin Fury stay out there. If Shalia had an extended shift, he would normally be the center of this line. That shot just wide of the net. The just tenacious forecheck of this Bears team, giving the Warcats all kinds of problems. There again, kept in, and a shot and a save made again by Will Ferrone. Plus minus. Now Shalia stepping back out the center of this line. The face-off left her near the referee's skates. Nicholas Crone riding his man into the boards behind the net. Trying to feed something out in front was North Royalton. Should be guilty of a hand pass there, no call. Snyder up to Collins. Collins using his speed on the right side. Avoids the check, but the puck comes free. Collins back in on it. Now Hassel coming in to help out. Comes to the near side and been poked out of the zone by North Royalton. Center right feet, that's offsides. That should still be offsides on North Royalton. Referee waved it off. Shalia getting the puck up to Collins. Collins has it roll off of his skate or stick. North Royalton player falls down behind his net, but the Warcats looking back towards the bench to make a change. Now delayed offsides. Warcats had to let go of that puck, and it's sent into the Warcat zone by North Royalton. Poked free by Nixon. There's a shot. Nick was wide of the net. And you can hear the fans saying exactly what I've been saying here on the broadcast. Their wingers are just standing there. Nobody to pass it to. North Royalton picking that puck up from the corner. And again, this is going to be danger zone for the Warcats. They're standing back, and play is being dictated to them. Should be two people on that puck for the Warcats. Instead, it's two for North Royalton, and they get the puck. It's in the defensive zone. You got to get the puck. White guys are now being manned off that puck from the corner. North Royalton again comes up to it. Again, they have two surrounding the puck to the one of the Warcats. Goal scored. Unbelievable. Absolutely. Absolutely. And North Royalton takes a 4-3 lead. It's just hard to watch. But it's been pretty much all season, and so it is what it is. I'd say the positive is the Warcats are in this game. It's 4-3, and at times they've dominated play. Just like this, rising your sides in the cup. Go score! Hamburger! Caleb Bossy on a sweet pass by Collins. And the Warcats tie the game up again. What a nice pass by Cedric Collins in that.
Don't be a bully, Reed.
And so now we're tied at 4 apiece with under 4.5 to play the second period. The Warcats trying to keep pressure in the North Royalton zone as Andrew Reisinger trying to feed it to Reed Hinton out in front of the net. North Royalton was able to clear it. David Reisinger sends the puck back in. Up the forecheck, it was Reed Hinton. It comes to the half wall, far side. Two Bears on it. Now two Warcats, and Reed Hinton digging that puck out. Bussy pinned against the boards. North Royalton comes out with it. And David Reisinger shuts that down. Puck slides slowly in front of the Warcats bench. North Royalton able to get it out of the zone. North Royalton sends it in on the offsides. Owen Hood picks it up. Owen Hood. Then a pass to nobody. This is, the crowd sees it too. Owen Hood now with that puck. Again, it's chipped free by the North Royalton. Then backhand goes just wide of the net. Will Crone sprawling on the ice. 3.5 minutes to play second period. Short side. Trying to stuff it home. Did not happen. Reed Hinton trying to skate it out of the zone. He stopped from behind, and it's kept in. Now it bounces over the blue line. Reed Hinton chips it past the defender and trying to get up on it is Hinton, but North Royalton calmly chips it out of the zone. Back in on the left side now. Reisinger slams his man hard into the boards. Owen Hood over Hassel. Hassel flipping it up to Hinton, who's at the end of a very long shift and wasn't ready to do much with that. The goaltender is hanging on to why Reed Hinton didn't just head directly off right after that play. I'm not entirely sure, but he does get a chance to get off here now. For Cedric Collins, Snyder and Shealy going to go on defense. So it's Shalia, Collins, and Hassel, your forwards, with 2:49 remaining in the second period. It's tied 4-4. Both teams scoring 3 goals apiece in the second period. 6 total. It's been an exciting second period. Now Hassel on the left side with speed. Hassel with the shot. Save made. Rebound attempt. Save made. And a whistle is blown. I'm going to see if we get a call here as Hassel made contact with the goaltender trying to get the rebound. The goaltender has his mask off now and trying to recollect himself. And because of that contact, the faceoff is going to come outside the zone. .240 remaining. It has been, I guess, a back and forth affair. The Warcats with the first goal, North Royalton tying it up. Warcats second goal, North Royalton tying it up. Warcats with the third goal, North Royalton with the next 2, and then the Warcats tie it up at 4-4. Shalia steps in, face off 1, and it comes all the way back into the Warcat zone where North Royalton first to it. Centering feed, played away there by Ian Shealy. Shalia up to Collins. Collins pulling up at the blue line. He kicked his head. I think he was looking for Hassel. Hassel wasn't where he thought he was going to be. And so he pulled up. Now North Royalton to that puck. Now along the near side boards, the Bears able to force that puck out of the zone and into the Warcat zone where Shealy picks it up. Again, just taking way too much time to make that pass. North Royalton able to get in between that pass and keep it down in the Warcat zone. Shealy with it down. Shealy skating it from his own blue line. Shealy on the left side, toe dragging the defender. Shealy still with it, slow playing it from the corner, sending it out in front. Bouncing puck goes over Shalia's stick. Shalia then cycles it back behind the net for Collins. Shalia trying to drive the net. Bussy out on the ice. He fans that on the shot. Gets it back though, and then Bussy tries to slide it across. We're going to have interference. And we'll see who it's called on. I saw the sign for interference at 136. And the box is open for the Warcats. So it's Ian Shealy going to the penalty box at the end of the second period, 136 remaining. So, Shalia, David Reisinger, Andrew Reisinger, Owen Hood out there to try and kill this penalty and keep it at a 4-4 game here the second period. Shalia with that puck, whips it around and sends it down into North Royalton's zone. David Reisinger up on the forecheck, but it's a very passive penalty kill for the Warcats. Through neutral zone. The shot goes hard off the back glass. Picked up there by North Royalton. Watched there by Andrew Reisinger. Trying to feed something on front. It comes to the right point. Shot save made there by Will Caron. In below that goal line. Under a minute to play in the second period. North Royalton trying to set up their power play. Again at the right point. Trying to slide something down low. David Reisinger had his stick on that to prevent that play from being executed. Now the left point. Stepping in. Number 4. Through traffic. That shot goes just wide of the net. Maybe Owen Hood getting a skate on that. Under 30 seconds to play. Sent out in front and deflected out of the zone by the Warcats. Shalia giving chase. North Royalton players able to spin away from Shalia and come back the other way. Now it's an odd man rush. Sent across. 13 seconds remaining. And that pass misfired. Otherwise, North Royalton would have had a good look. There's a shot from right in the middle of the ice. The backdoor shot goes wide. 2 seconds remaining from the right point. And we're going to end as that shot right at the end of the period hit Owen Hood. But we're going to stop right there. And they're running off the time again. Not entirely sure. 9 shots on goal for the Warcats at period. 3 goals. 13 shots on goal for North Royalton. They also have 3 goals. 23 shots for the game for North Royalton. 17 for the Warcats. 4-4 is our score at the end of 2. We're going to have a short intermission here as they resurface the ice. SammyVision will be back with you for the exciting conclusion of this game. The third period coming up next on SammyVision. So we're back here on SammyVision Warcats playing the North Royalton Bears, second game of the Buckeye Cup State Tournament. Warcats looking to get their first victory and come into the third period tied 4-4. Both teams tied after the first period 1-1, 3 goals apiece in the second period, and that's where we stand 4-4. The Warcats going to start this period killing off the remainder of a penalty to Ian Shealy. 24 seconds left to kill on that penalty, and presumably will be at 5-on-5 after that. And the Warcats have had a lot of good chances. A lot of the goals that they've given up have been of the not being able to get their puck out of their zone variety, whether it be turnovers in their own zone or just legs not moving, but not being able to exit the zone cleanly has led to at least a couple of the goals that North Royalton has scored. But sticking with it in a way that we haven't necessarily seen a lot this season from the Warcats answered after going down 4-3 the first time they trailed this game and came right back with a goal to tie it up on the very next shift. So knotted at 4, killing off the remainder of a penalty. The Warcats are going to send out Cullen Hassel and David Reisinger, with Andrew Reisinger and Alex Snyder on defense. 17 minutes to decide this one. Puck is dropped. Cullen Hassel trying to feed it up towards the Bears' blue lines. The Bears with possession sent into the Warcat zone. Snyder to it. Snyder saucers it out of the zone. Good play by Alex Snyder. That may just about do it for the power play for North Royalton. The Warcats players kind of getting tied up with each other at their own blue line. The penalty has expired. Both teams now at full strength. The Warcats got to get that extra player out there. They do. Santos Shuli is out there now. Puck played up to the blue line, but kept in by North Royalton. Sent back by Snyder to Shalia. Shalia trying to skate it out of the zone. Shalia pulling up and then loses the puck. Again, not able to get it out of the zone. Snyder picks up that loose puck. Snyder with it. Up is Shalia. Shalia on the left side. He dumps it in and gives chase. Now far side. Good forecheck by Shalia, waiting for reinforcements. Looked like Collins was just a second too late to get over there. And North Royalton able to send it in on Will Theron, who hangs on for a faceoff. So Collins going to stay out there. He's got Bussy with him now and Reed Hinton. North Royalton from the point, that shot deflects wide of the net. Cedric Collins picks it up and skates it out of the zone on the left side. Collins now to his backhand, feeding it across. Nobody there, though. Got it right across the crease. Reed Hinton a little late to the party there. Wasn't able to catch up with the speed of Cedric Collins. Very few people can. Around the boards it goes. Collins again with it. Near side, back into the corner, reverses course around to Hinton. Hinton kicks it up in the air with his boot and then back. This has been killing the Warcats. They send the puck back in behind their own goal line, but have absolutely no plan on how to get it back out of the zone. It's essentially dumping it in for the North Royalton Bears. So we're going to move on here, and the Bears bring it into the Warcat zone. Now at that right point, through traffic, pad save, backdoor, that hits the side of the net. In behind the net. Now fed out in front. That shot goes wide of the net. Warcats back on their heels again. Can't get to the puck, can't get it out of the zone. That deflects high up in the air, and Hinton ices it. Tid, Hunt, Fury. Now going to get the call. Whaley playing limited minutes in this game so far, but he's out there now with Andrew Reisinger. Fury steps in, take the face off. North Royalton wins it, sends it from the point, looking for the deflection. Comes down low now, far corner. Whaley trying to ride his man off the puck. That puck goes up in the netting and out of play. Whaley giving up some size for that North Royalton forward, but forces the puck up into the netting and out of play. And the faceoff going to come outside the zone, as it was North Royalton who shot it out of play. So perhaps a good thing here for the Warcats. Pucks out of their zone on the faceoff. Referee asking the players to line up properly. The puck is dropped. Sean Hunt trying to force it up the ice. Boy, that just misses a player on the bench. Players on the bench moving out of the way of that shot that comes off that piece of glass just in front of the bench. North Royalton with the puck in the Warcat zone. Andrew Reisner now with it. Feeds it. Tries to feed it up to Sean Hunt. Hunt not able to corral it. It comes down into North Royalton zone. The Warcats make a change. Chase Nixon with it. Nixon sending it around the boards. Comes back towards the blue line. Nixon to it again. He chops it up with Shalia. Shalia now skating with it from in front of his own net. Leaving it there for Sean Hunt, still out on the ice. Didn't make a change. I was looking to see who else was out there. So Shalia, David Reisger, and Hunt still out there. And it's Snyder and Nixon on defense. There's Sean Hunt heading off. And Collins able to make his way out on the ice. Shalia sends it around the boards. The Warcats have got to go forecheck that a little bit harder. They don't mind that play, but it's got to be forecheck. Tripping, not called there. Shalia winds up, sends it down in front of the net. Save made as it got through a couple legs right onto the goaltender. David Reisinger trying to feed it out from behind the goal line. Collins now with it. He leaves it there for Reisinger. Reisinger got tied up immediately. It's a great pass, actually. Shalia now from the point. That's blocked and comes out of the zone. But it was actually a great pass there by Cedric Collins a moment ago to David Reisinger. David Reisinger then flips that puck towards the North Royalton blue line and then makes a change. It wasn't really that deep. And there's a shot. That didn't get all the way through, but another good opportunity here by North Royalton. Ian Shealy to that puck. Up along the boards. Collins trying to leave it there for Hassel. He does. Hassel with the puck now. Hassel trying to use his strength on the backhand. Cuts right out in front of the goaltender. And then the puck rolls off of his stick. North Royalton pulls up at the blue line. Back door, cross-side speed. Now Hassel and number 47, 7 and 47, both going to the box. Wow. 47 put a hit on Hassel, and that was going to be the initial call. And I'm not sure what he saw from Hassel to also bring Hassel to the box. Wow. So that evens up. And now Hassel picks up 10, and he is just about done for the game now. So Hassel's going to be out now for the pretty much the remainder of this game, unless it goes to extra time. So a 10-minute misconduct for unsportsmanlike, something that Hassel said the referee did not like, and he tacked on 10 more minutes. And that's it's a bit of a shame. So Shalia, Fury, Hinton, Shealy, and Hood stepping out on the ice. The referee trying to give an explanation to the coaches. And Josh Tidd going to go serve the minor penalty. It's 5-on-5, knucklehead. It's not a 10-minute major, goof. 5-on-5, you fools. Hey, coaches, let's do something. 5-on-5, figure it out. We do pay you. Absolutely horrible. So back to action here. Owen Hood, cross-side speed, comes off of Hinton's, the back of Hinton's skates, Sheely trying to skate it out of the zone. Doesn't get very far. Sent back in by North Royalton. Now trying to feed it up to the neutral zone. Shalia picks it up. Shalia pulls up at the blue line. He's going to be way offside. He pulled up right behind Colin Fury, who was in front of him. Colin Fury continued into the zone. No puck was there. Chip back into the Warcat zone. Shalia back to retrieve it. Up to Hinton. Hinton on the right side, feeding it a little too far for Colin Fury. Not able to connect with his passes. And all of a sudden, the game seems a bit more disjointed. David Rising gets his stick on that, deflects it back to his brother Andrew. Andrew with the puck behind his net up to Collins. Collins brings it in, drop passes it to David Reisinger. That shot just misses the far side. Not by much. David Reisinger now to the puck. Sends it back to Alex Snyder. Up to Collins. Collins at the blue line. Sends it in. Going to be offsides. The referee had his hand up. I'm not quite sure about that, but he is standing on the line. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Andrew Reisinger brings that puck in, tries to protect it below that goal line, absorbs the check on North Royalton for a puck with really no pressure. It's the complete difference of this game. North Royalton pressuring everything that's in the Warcat zone. The Warcats forecheck not quite as adamant about it as is this North Royalton Bears team. Collins bringing that puck in over the blue line, backhands it in, and is going to head off for a change. Alex Snyder with a nice move. Alex Snyder trying to get it towards the net, and the puck comes right in on the goaltender who hangs on. But Alex Snyder, nice little move to get a face-off deep in to North Royalton zone. That puck jumps over Chase Nixon's stick at the blue line, so he has to get back on that quickly. Gets it in below his own goal line and then leaves it there for Ian Sheely. Sheely through center ice. Sheely then drop passes it intentionally or not to Chase Nixon, who then sends it into the zone. Josh Tidd with a couple moves. Tidd trying to work something towards the net. It's deflected off of his stick. Kept in really nicely by Chase Nixon. Tries to feed it down low and then played out by North Royalton. Should be icing on the Bears. And it is. 9:36 remaining of the third period. The game knotted at 4. But certainly it seems like with Hassel taking 12 minutes worth of penalties that the Warcats lost a little bit of steam. Collins, Shalia, and Bussy, I believe, are your forwards. Bussy has the puck kind of lost in his skates there. Outlet fed up to a streaking North Royalton player, number 47. He's got a couple penalty shots saved made there by Carone. And we're going to get a call here. The net coming off of its supports, actually, is what the call is. The Warcats have got to beware of the speed of this North Royalton team. Shalia stepping in to take the faceoff. North Royalton winning it. Not sure why there wasn't a forward over on that side for the Warcats. They're not killing a penalty, especially based off of the way that faceoff is being played. Nonetheless, the Warcats trying to get to that puck again in their own zone. It's North Royalton with 2 on the puck, 1 on it for the Warcats, and what's the result? North Royalton able to keep it down low. Now the puck does squirt over the blue line. North Royalton trying to get it back into the zone. That goes way up in the air. Trying to settle it down is Alex Snyder. He kicks at it a little bit. It comes far side. Shalia picks it up and a cross-ice feed to Cedric Collins. Collins now on the left side. Collins trying to get around one man. Collins with the shot that hits the side of the net. And now North Royalton bringing it back into the Warcat zone. There's a shot that I believe goes over the net. There's another shot that deflected out in front. Andrew Reisinger settles it down. Reisinger trying to get around this North Royalton player and is able to get enough of it to send it out of the zone and down the ice. With Royalton has a puck played off the stick by David Reisinger. Nifty little play there, but right back into the zone. Trying to kick at it with Snyder. Poke check there by Will Carone, who was again sliding what looked like the wrong way. Now Josh Tidd able to deflect that puck out of zone, but not able to skate up on it and get possession of it. Owen Hood below his goal line. Again, there's got to be two Warcats on this puck in their own zone to get to it. That shot just wide of the net. Deflected off the side of the net now. Far side, Caleb Bussey picks it up. Bussey, he spins around, falls down, blows a tire there right around center ice. North Royalton picks up the loose puck and sends it back in. He and Sheely to it now. Sheely makes a move behind his own net, comes out far side. Bussey poking it up towards David Reisinger, a little too far. Hinton intercepts that pass. Now loose puck, Bussey with it. Bussey a little weak on his backhander trying to bring it in. And now the puck comes out of play for a whistle. So now they're putting Colin Fury up on this line with Collins and Shalia. Sheely and Nixon staying on defense. Neutral zone. North Royalton bringing into the Warcat zone. Poked free. Down up along the near wall. Shalia was trying to get to it and get it up to Collins. Now behind the net is North Royalton trying to get it out in front, and it's held there by Will Carone. Under 6.5 to play, third period. Game still tied at 4 after a wild second period. Been no goals scored here. The North Royalton team put 3 goals on the board yesterday against the Miami Junior Redhawks to win that game 6-3. And so let's see what happens here. Collins trying to feed that puck up to Shalia. Shalia now trying to forecheck it in below that goal line. Taken away momentarily. Now it's in Shalia's skates, but he couldn't find it. He was standing right in front of the goaltender, but couldn't find the puck in his skates. North Royalton coming back the other way. Sheely steps into his man. Nixon around the boards to Collins. Collins skate the stick. Now Collins with it back in behind his own goal. Collins comes out near side, plays it off the glass to himself, gloves it down, is interfered with slightly, but no call there by the referees as North Royalton sends it back into the Warcat zone. Josh Tidd with it. Tries to backhand it, Caleb Bussey. A lot of things would have had to go right for that to happen. Especially there wasn't a whole lot on that backhand by Tidd. And now it's North Royalton, and they send that puck off the side of the net. Taken away this time by Sheely, but then sent up too far for Bussey. It's deflected up out of play. And we're going to get another whistle here. 5:15 remaining of the third period. I hesitate to say it, but if the game is still tied, then it goes to 5 minutes sudden death overtime. Wickheiser back to get that puck. He's played off of it again by the tenacious forecheck of this North Royalton team. Comes up along the far wall. Bussey couldn't find it. Bouncing puck now. Still bouncing. Now picked up by a North Royalton player who backhands it across the ice. Caleb Bussey there. He tries to feed it up to Tidd, but he hits the back of Tidd's skates. Passing has certainly not been the best. Bryce Wickheiser with it. Wickheiser, wow. Not the decision I would have made. Sends it to Sean Hunt on the far side, who was absolutely tied up. But Sean Hunt was able to feed it down the ice. Get a little bit of breathing room eventually. North Royalton from the neutral zone. The Warcats playing this a bit like a penalty kill. North Royalton shot save made there by Tyrone, who hangs on. Andrew Reisinger, and Aiden Whaley coming out on defense, and the Warcats now going to change up the forwards as well. So Shalia, David Reisinger, and Cedric Collins. Shalia steps in to take the face off. Collins steps up to get part of that, but couldn't get it out of the zone. There's a shot. Save made by Will Carone. Wow. That was actually the correct play by Cedric Collins. Just got tied up right before he was able to exit the zone. A lot of credit to North Royalton to be able to get their stick on that puck and keep it in the zone. Face-off this time won by North Royalton. Shot right off the face-off. Save made there by Carone. Bouncing puck. Now Collins to it. Collins had Shalia streaking down the left side, but couldn't control the bouncing puck. North Royalton trying to get it back towards the Warcat side. Played nicely there by Andrew Reisinger, and then a save made by Will Carone on a shot that was a little bit of a floater towards the net. Warcats look like they're going to keep this 5 out there. Face off won by Shalia. Picked up there by David Reisinger. Now sent up to the top of the point. Deflected way up in the air by David Reisinger. Andrew Reisinger to it. Feeding it to Shalia. Comes off of Shalia's skate. And now Andrew Reisinger rides his man into that corner. Trying to walk it out in front was a player for North Royalton. It comes near side. That puck goes wide of the net. Warcats have got to get on that puck. Just sitting back. Shalia now with it, and he dumps it out of the zone. It's a shame that that's the only play that the Warcats feel like they can do to get the puck out of their own zone. It's going to be hard to score goals when you're icing the puck. 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the third period. The next goal may decide it. Every game being played to a conclusion, so there will be no ties. Bussey, Fury, and Hinton out there. Alex Snyder gets it off the faceoff. Around the boards looking for Hinton. That just has not been the play, I can tell you that much. Sheely with it. Sheely still with it. Sheely, 2 men on him, almost loses the puck. And when you're the last man back, that's danger time there. Far side looking for Hinton. The puck kept in there by Fury. Fury seems to get in front of a lot of these pucks. North Royalton dancing through the neutral zone. Into the Warcat zone now on the backhand, number 25, trying to muscle Colin Fury. Leaves it there. Ian Sheely now trying to get to the puck, but it's North Royalton with possession from the corner. North Royalton dancing it out from that corner. Shot save made there by Will Carone, trying to stuff it in that short side. Now Carone's going to fall on that puck for a whistle. And a little restraint being shown there by both Alex Snyder and Ian Sheely, with a player on the doorstep of their own goal. Shalia going to step out there with Collins and David Reisinger again. Warcats looking to get this line out, I think, as much as possible. David Reisinger with it. Reisinger again feeds it in. Nicely waved off. Not sure that he gained that center red line. The referee immediately had waved it off. Comes back to the point to Andrew Reisinger. Reisinger fans on it, but it almost worked out. It went right to Collins near the side of the net. Back to the point for Hood. Could feed something down low. Blocker, save made. Just the second shot on net this period. The Warcats, their third periods have been not so good. No, he's out at 9 seconds. 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining in the period. Tied at 4 and an offensive zone faceoff for the Warcats. A timeout being called. I did not see which team called the timeout. But the Warcats mustering just 2 shots on net so far this third period. 8 shots for North Royalton this period. Certainly Will Carone has been the busier of the two. So after both teams scored a goal in the first period, Both teams scored 3 goals each in the second period. We have had none here in the third, and the next one will most likely win this game. If it's tied after regulation time, we go to a 5-minute sudden death overtime. And if no goals are scored after that, I believe it is a 3-person shootout. And the overtime, the 5-minute overtime is 5-on-5 overtime. And provided the Warcats can get it to that point, or score a goal here, which would of course be what they want to do, but if it goes to overtime, we will be able to see Colin Hassel finally emerge from that penalty box. So Shalia, David Reisinger, Cedric Collins. North Royalton taking that puck off the faceoff. Alex Snyder trying to get to that puck. Now it's a breakaway shot. Save made by Will Terrain. Saves the game with that. 1:45 now remaining on the clock. Shalia from his own blue line. Shalia avoiding a check. Shalia needs to give that puck up. North Royalton coming back in the other way. There's a shot save made there by Will Caron. Alex Snyder trying to get to it. Wow, it's been North Royalton with much better opportunities here in the final minute, final seconds. Out to the side of the net. That goes all the way back behind the net. North Royalton now trying to stuff it in short side, hits the side of the net. The Warcats have got to get to that puck. 1:15 remaining. Alex Snyder around the boards of Collins. Collins, outlet feed to David Reiser over to Shalia. Shalia now brings it in. There's the shot! Just wide of the net. Shalia was looking far side corner. He wasn't able to quite connect. Now North Royalton shoots that puck over the net. Ian Shealy spinning away from that. Nobody to pass it to. Now goes cross ice looking for Collins. Collins trying to use his speed. Comes right onto the North Royalton goaltender who reached back. I thought maybe he was going to try and jump on that. 30 seconds remaining in this game. Owen Hood spins around. He leaves it there. Bussy trying to get to the puck. Bussy cross ice speed over to Hinton. Hinton with the puck now. Hinton sends it back towards his own zone with 15 seconds remaining. Owen Hood with it and gets it back out of the zone. The Warcats might just want to play for overtime at this point. 8.5 seconds remaining. Good grief. What are the Warcats doing? They are their own worst enemies. But look who comes out of the box. Cullen Hassel with 8.5 seconds remaining. And he's going to take the face-off. A tie-up at the face-off dot. And we're going to have icing. 2 seconds remaining. And so North Royalton is going to get an opportunity here. An offensive zone face-off. Shalia going to come in and take this, I believe. He's got Hassel, Bussy. And so North Royalton pulling their goaltender with 2 seconds remaining. Shalia ready to take the face-off. Falls down at the face-off dot. Good job there, actually, by Shalia, who wasn't going to allow anything to go towards the net. We go to overtime. 2 shots on goal for the Warcats that period. 10 shots on goal for North Royalton that period. So at the end of regulation, North Royalton with 33 shots, 19 for the Warcats.
I know, mine too. Legs are shaking, my feet. There's some more tonight.
So brief pause here before the overtime period. 4-4, we are tied. Players switch ends again, so it's the long change, just like it would be in the second period. 5-on-5. And the next goal wins. It is sudden death. Both teams have their penalty boxes cleared. Will Carone stretching at his own net. And the Warcats desperately trying to get a victory in the state tournament. And it'll take one more goal to do it. And the Warcats send out Shalia, Castle, Collins, Reisinger, and Snyder. Face off. Left there at the center face-off dot. North Royalton gets to it. They send it right on, and Will Carone with the save. And so now face-off in the Warcat zone. Face-off won by Shalia. Around the net it goes. Andrew Reisinger to it. Reisinger now skating it from his own zone. And he just sends it up off the netting. It's certainly not what he was looking to do. He's trying to get the top of the glass and chip it ahead so Collins and Shalia can use their speed. He sent that right into the netting. Face-off again won by Shalia. Now Collins trying to use his speed getting around the defense. It went a little too far for Collins, and he wasn't able to skate up on it before the defender for North Royalton got to it. Back into North Royalton zone. Shalia sending that cross ice. Collins kicks it up. Looking to get it to Hassel. Again, the pass is just not connecting. The idea is there. Actually, a very good concept, but not connecting with the execution. Out in front, taken away there by Alex Snyder in perfect position. He sends it up on the right side again. Collins using his speed. Collins trying to muscle his way towards the net. He's ridden off the play in behind the net. Bussey plays the puck up. Hinton trying to get the puck off the stick of the North Royalton player who pulls up behind the net. Then makes a little move. Comes out far side, now sends it up to the point. A lot of room there for North Royalton. That puck goes forward! And North Royalton wins the game with 3:41 remaining in overtime. And you could almost see it coming. The puck came around the boards to the point, and nobody for the Warcats shut that down. So puck was sent to the front of the net, and as has been the case many times, a deflection or a rebound put home, and North Royalton takes the game 5-4 in overtime. 2 shots in overtime for North Royalton, none for the Warcats. And North Royalton escapes with a victory and is still alive to move on. The Warcats will be playing the final game of their season later tonight against the Miami Junior Redhawks, looking to go out with a victory if they can. They have beat the Miami Junior Redhawks before. Going to be a tough task. But join us for what will be the final game of the season and the final broadcast of SammyVision. For all of you that were here at the rink. And those of you listening at home, I appreciate it. Sam Shalia for SammyVision now signing off.